Yes, good morning everyone. So in last class we observed that what is the function of the tracking radar, what is the principle involved in tracking radar to do its function, like the function is to know the path of the target and to predict the future position of the target. So which principle it uses? What are the types of tracking radars? What are the tracking techniques? What are the tracking techniques? Angle tracking and range tracking. And again in the angle tracking, what are the different techniques involved? Like sequential looping, conical scan, monopulse, like that. Now, today let us discuss sequential looping technique. So in sequential looping technique, let us see first of all the diagram with reference to this sequential looping. So here in sequential looping, the antenna pattern can be placed in two different positions as per the diagram I am explaining. So here this is the radiation pattern from the antenna. So it is placed in two different positions in two different times, not simultaneously. And here a control mechanism is there in order to change the position of the antenna. Okay, so and also how this rotating system can control means based on the error signal generated, the control mechanism changes the position of antenna so that the radiation pattern can be changed. So initially let assume here one axis from the radar to the target is referred as tracking axis. Tracking axis. So with reference to tracking axis, the radar can project the radiation pattern in two different positions. Suppose initially this is the radiation pattern, assume it is the dotted pattern, and after certain time it changes its radiation pattern position to position 2. Suppose if the target is in the tracking axis, suppose if the target is in the tracking axis, okay, if the target is tracking axis, so whatever the echo received with reference to radiation pattern when positioned in A or 1, similarly the amplitude of the echo signal received when the radiation is placed in position B, in both the cases the magnitude is same. Why? Because the target is in the tracking axis. The target is in the tracking axis. Whatever the echoes received with reference to position A radiation pattern and position B radiation pattern, its magnitude is same. Its magnitude is same. Otherwise, suppose if the target is not on the tracking axis, other than that axis, let us observe the magnitude of echo signal with reference to position A and position B. So here the amplitude of position A is the echo amplitude, or the amplitude of echo with reference to position A is large compared to position B. So a amplitude difference you can observe in the echoes received with reference to position 1 and position 2. So that difference is considered as an error, and the error signal is used to a servo control mechanism, so that the servo control mechanism can change the position of the antenna so that the radiation pattern can be changed, so in order to align the target in the tracking axis. Okay, so always the radar system has to see the target in the tracking axis. If there is any deviation based on the control mechanism, it sets correctly its tracking axis in the direction of the target. Okay, so that the radar unit can provide the track information about the target. Okay, so is it clear all of you? Okay, so here why it is called a sequential lobing means the radiation pattern sequentially positioned in different places, that's why it is referred as the sequential lobing. Here with reference to this, in one direction the lobe can be represented or lobe can be projected. Suppose if you want to know the information in other directions, in that is here a one coordinate system we covered. If you want to cover another coordinate system also, instead of 2 positions, 4 positions you have to take. Suppose in this case, right and left side information if you consider by placing the radar beams in the right hand side and left hand side of the target, that information only we can know. Suppose if you want to know top and bottom also, so 4 positions we need to consider. So like that, so by increasing the number of positions of radiation pattern with reference to target, the accuracy of information getting can be improved. Okay, so whatever the number of positions you may consider while tracking the target, the placement of radiation pattern in a position is a sequential manner. It happens in sequential manner. That's why the name is referred as the sequential lobing. Okay. So finally, suppose if the target is in the tracking axis, the amplitude of echoes returned to each and every radiation pattern with reference to different coefficients is equal. Otherwise means if the target is not on the tracking axis, other than the tracking axis it is, the amplitude of echoes returned to each and every position lobe is different, so that they produces an error signal. That error signal is helpful to change the position of the antenna. Okay, so like that, in the sequential lobing case, the radar unit can provide the track information about the target. Okay, so in next class we can see the another technique called conical scan. Okay, thank you.